You're watching breaking news right here live on MSNBC. This news is coming to us from a special U.S. federal court. It is about the issue of autism. And the court has ruled against parents with autistic children, saying that vaccines are not to blame for their children's autism, for that neurological disorder. More than 5,000 claims were filed in U.S. Court of Claims alleging that vaccines caused autism. NBC's justice correspondent Pete Williams is now joining us from Washington, D.C. Pete, this has been a raging debate within the autism community now for years.
Peter, this is a big legal blow to the parents that have been arguing for years that childhood vaccines cause autism. There were a range of theories, and these were 3 test cases on the theory that the parents have most often mentioned, which is that either a preservative in childhood vaccines derived from mercury called thimerosal, that caused autism, or that the MMR, the measles, mumps, rubella vaccine, caused autism, or some other problems that in turn caused autism. Those were the main theories that parents had been advancing, and today, in 3 separate decisions, 3 separate judges have ruled that there is no evidence to back those claims. I'm just quoting from one of the decisions here. One of the judges says the evidence was overwhelmingly against the parents, that the expert witnesses presented against the parents' side were far better qualified, far more experienced, far more persuasive than were the experts presented by the parents' side. And the judge goes on to say the numerous medical studies that have been done on these issues, performed by medical scientists worldwide, have come down strongly against the theories of the parents. Now, there is another set of legal cases that challenge childhood vaccines and the claim that they link autism. These rulings do not cover that second set of theories of the case. They'll come along later. But this theory, the thimerosal and the MMR theory, was by far the one that parents had been most concerned about. And today, decisively, 3 separate judges have said there is no connection. Now, these were test cases. There certainly are other cases to go through, but for the parents, this is a huge legal blow. This is precisely the opposite of the ruling they were hoping for. And for the medical community, the people that have backed the vaccines, this is the vindication that they were hoping for, Peter.
So, Pete, presumably this will now make it, I trust there'll be appeals likely in the course of this process, but now those people would not be able to go up against the manufacturers in the medical community for whatever claims they would want in the case of their children's disorders?
Well, under the federal law, a special court was set up. This has been going on for years. If people believe that they are harmed by vaccines, Congress years ago changed the scheme here. You can't just randomly sue the makers of vaccines, because Congress made the decision that there's a general benefit to society to having vaccines, and that if vaccine makers had to put up with lawsuits one by one, it would discourage them from developing new ones. So vaccine claims go to this special court, and this is the one that handles them. So this really slams the door on what was, I think, the main legal theory of parents who believe that childhood vaccines caused autism.
All right, Pete Williams at the Justice Department, covers the Justice Department for us and covering this for us today. Pete, thank you very much. A big ruling in the autism community today.